Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lions Den with another news and commentary. The last video that I posted, I have to delete it on YouTube because I have so many dislikes. I have 7 dislikes and 3 likes for preaching the truth. But I'm not doing that anymore because what I told you, I said the guy was a white guy, but I had no idea how old he was. And he killed 2 Black Lives Matter protests. And by the way, the 2 people that was killed are also white. So I'm going to make sure you guys have to understand what's going on, right? So this guy wanted to be a police officer. And obviously, the thing of it is that he wanted to be a police officer so bad. And he listened to, he was in front of Donald Trump's rally. So I want you guys to be very, very, very clear that, you know, when I delete the video because I got 7 dislikes and at least 2 likes, to me it shows you how racist these trolls really are and how supportive and they are basically justified of what this gunman has done to these people. Now, a lot of people was like, well, and I'm gonna read this article from Daily Mail in a second, but it says, well, he shot 2 Black Lives Matter protesters, but they fail to realize the 2 Black Lives Matter protesters that he shot wasn't even black; they were white. But the mainstream media and them ain't gonna tell you guys that. I'm not gonna tell you that because it's not fitting the narrative, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and read this article, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, I'm in location in Washington, D.C., the DMV, y'all. I'm here. So anyway, let's go ahead and go through the story. This, according to the Daily Mail, it says police obsessed gunman, 17, who is charged with murder of 2 Black Lives Matter protesters during the Kenosha riots, sat front row at a Trump mega rally as video interview emerges of him bragging about being a vigilante before the mayhem unfolded. Now, before I continue this article, y'all, here's my question. My question is, and I saw the video and I told you about it before I took this flight from, Albuquerque, New Mexico, right now here in the DMV. Why would police armored vehicles, this is the armored truck vehicles, was like didn't do anything. They went past the dude, and after he did what he did, one of the witnesses said that he told the officer that's the guy that shot him, and the police with heavy armored vehicles drove past him. He put his hands up with a patrol car, and they didn't do a damn thing. I'm letting you know what we're seeing right now. And what I told you was the facts, and all I got was 7 dislikes on my YouTube channel. And I showed you the video of the incident, and I said, this guy is white. And I also told you that, and then I know some of y'all commented, well, they did it to protect. No, he did not. And it's proven right there according to the Daily Mail. And the Daily Mail, truthfully, will tell you the truth regardless of how you guys feel. Just letting you know that. So let me continue this article. Footage has emerged showing the 17-year-old gunman charged with the fatal shooting of 2 Black Lives Matter protesters in Kenosha attending a Trump rally earlier this year. As it revealed, the teen had bragged about his role as a vigilante in an interview taken moments before the bloodshed on Tuesday. Kyle Rittenhouse was charged with first-degree intentional homicide on Wednesday after viral video footage showed the teen shooting 3 people during the 3rd night of Jacob Blake's protest in Wisconsin. 2 people were shot dead before midnight on Tuesday, 1 in the head and 1 in the chest. I'm going to stop you right there. I told y'all on my last video, which I deleted, which I shouldn't even delete it because y'all haters. But I told y'all that when he fell to the ground, he pointed the rifle, shot one protester in the back of his head. Okay? It's all on video. And I told y'all on my previous video that that he was white. Now, I had no idea that he was only 17. That one thing I didn't even know. But I knew by the way he act and how police officers come to him. I already knew right then and there he's a white guy. But because I told y'all before, if this teenager was black, had the same rifle on his hands, on his shoulders, and the police armored vehicle saw that, he would have put bullets in him dead. He would have shot him with multiple bullets in him, and he would have been dead. They wouldn't be put his hands up. No, he would have been dead. Let's continue, y'all. One of the slain men has been identified as Anthony Huber. A third man, a 36-year-old from West Ells, Wisconsin, was shot in the arm, but his wounds were not believed to be life-threatening. According to the video footage and witness accounts, the gunman first shot someone at a parking lot, then jogged away, stumbled, and fell in the street, and opened fire again as members of the crowd closed in on him. Rittenhouse was arrested on Wednesday afternoon in his hometown, Antioch, Illinois, 15 miles from Kenosha. I'm going to stop you right there again. Why would a murderer allow this teenage boy to leave the state? Now, this isn't happening in Kenosha, Wisconsin, right? And again, these police officers just allowing him to go home, leave the state, after he killed 2 people and wounded others. And you allow this 17-year-old white supremacist, and that's what I'm still gonna call him that. You gonna let this 17-year-old white supremacist leaving the state after he shot 2 people, after police with armored vehicles just passed him, and he put his hands up, and the police didn't do any damn thing, and yet they allow him to walk out of the state, let him leave the state? Unbelievable, y'all. Court records said the teenager fled the state of Wisconsin with the intent to avoid prosecution for that offense. In the wake of his arrest, photos and videos have emerged indicating the teenager had a strong admiration for law enforcement, with much of his social media containing references to Blue Lives Matter, the movement that support police. And this is the 17-year-old boy, a white supremacist, Kyle Rittenhouse. This is him, y'all. Now, this right here, in this picture right there, this is the one I saw. He put his hands up, and this is the police armored vehicle that I was telling you guys about. He drove past them. Even though one of the witnesses shot out to the police, that's the man that shot these people. And he still drove past them, and he put his hands on a police cruiser, and they didn't do anything about this. Nothing. Let me go ahead and continue this, y'all. The young Trump fan also once participated in a youth public safety cadet program, according to social media posts. He also can be seen holding an assault rifle in several photos. Rittenhouse was even spotted front row at a Trump rally at Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa, in January of this year. A now-deleted TikTok account believed to belong to the teen also shows a video he took at the event. On Tuesday, shortly before Rittenhouse opened fire, he gave an interview to a right-wing news outlet, The Daily Caller. You know, okay, I'm going to stop you right there. You know The Daily Caller? Tucker Carlson's group? I'm just saying. Armed with a rifle slung across his body, the teen told the reporter he was a certified EMT and explained he was patrolling the streets of Kenosha to provide medical attention to anyone in need and was helping protect local business from looters and rioters. Now, I'm going to stop you right there. See, this is what they said that he was supposed to protect, patrolling the streets of Kenosha. But guess what, you morons? He's not even from Kenosha. He was from Illinois. And why in the world would anybody, even police officers, will allow this known, I'm gonna call him a known terrorist, this known terrorist walking the streets of Kenosha with a rifle in his hands? But yet, when it comes to white supremacists, when it comes to white nationalists, they allow to do anything and everything they want to do. But let it be a black person that had that, who's 17 with a rifle in their hands. A police armored vehicle saw that, they would open fire. They didn't care. They would kill this young man, this young black man, if the role were reversed. All right, let me go ahead and continue. People are getting injured. Our job is to protect this business, and part of my job is also help people. Rittenhouse said of his militia. What business? What job are you supposed to protect? You're not even from there. You're not even from Kenosha, Wisconsin. What are you talking about? Wow. If there's somebody hurt, I'm running into harm's way, added Rittenhouse, who was seen earlier guarding a local car shop with a group of armed militia members. That's why I have my rifle, because I can protect myself, obviously. I also have my med kit. So in other words, you want to be a police officer and an EMT, trying to protect people, but yet you're shooting people, you're killing folks, you're injured folks. That makes you a murderer, right? Really? That makes you a murderer and attempted murder. So let's just say, I'm gonna continue this article in a few minutes. Let's just say if this group, right, the NFAC, which is a no fucking around coalition, do the exact same thing what this white boy has done. I guarantee you, and these police armored vehicles will see that, and they put your guns down, and it'll be all out shootout. Somebody will get killed over this shit. Let's just keep it real. This is why Grandmaster Jay said he's not gonna go over there, and I understand why now, because with these police armored vehicles that I just saw in that video, and then you got the NFAC with their guns, with their rifles, it would be a biggest mess ever. Let me finish this article, y'all. He also claimed he had been de-escalating a potentially violent situation early in the night. Yeah, right. During which he and the rest of his vigilante crew ordered protesters to leave a church that had been targeted. Who is he? You're not a cop. Who are you telling people to leave their churches? He is not a damn cop. He is not even a police officer. When asked if the outcome would have been different if police officers responded to the scene, instead, Rittenhouse replied, "I feel like there will be a lot more casualties and a lot more people injured. So I think the police are fine where they're at and should let us run the medical because EMS is not coming in," he continued. U.S. citizens, we need to help each other. This is him again, trying to be a police officer or one of the cadets. There's another picture of him. And ladies and gentlemen, this is him while he's taking photos at a Trump rally, right? This is the same young man that shot. Well, I ain't gonna call him no man. I'm calling him a young terrorist. That's what I'm calling this asshole, a young terrorist. Killed 2 people and injured others. And this is you call him, he's protecting folks. Are you serious? So let me finish this article. It said, in a press conference addressing the shooting, Kenosha County Sheriff David Beth, I would love to hear this, told reporters it was possible the gunman was part of an armed militia that had earlier asked the department to deputize them to help protect the city. Now, I'm going to stop you right there again, y'all. First of all, he shot 2 people. He killed 2 people. He wounded others. And you allow, now, and I blame the police on this as well. You allow this terrorist to leave, going back home in Illinois, which is not that far from Kenosha, Wisconsin. So you going to allow him to leave the state? You allow him to walk the state to avoid prosecution? I blame you guys for this as well. You allow this 17-year-old terrorist do what y'all do, and y'all let him lead the state. Wow, y'all. Wow. In Wisconsin, it is legal for people 18 and over to open carry a gun without a license. Oh, that makes sense. That's mainly the reason why. Yes, okay. The state of Wisconsin, it is legal to carry. It's an open carry state without a license. But he didn't have the right to shoot these people. He had the right to kill these people. Let me continue on. Facebook on Wednesday launched an investigation into a group called Kenosha Guard, containing 3,000 members, after it had promoted an event encouraging armed civilians to take to the streets to defend the city on Tuesday. The militia group had hosted an event titled Armed Citizens to Protect Our Lives and Property, according to screen grabs obtained by The Verge. Any patriots willing to take up arms and defend our city tonight from these evil thugs. Let me stop you right there. What does it remind you of? The NFAC, right? The National No Fucking Around Coalition. See, they try to do the same thing to them, and they ain't gonna do nothing to them. And so, with the difference between the NFAC and these idiots is that when they was protesting in Stone Mountain, Georgia, you notice they didn't shoot anybody. They didn't do anybody. It was a silent. It was a peaceful protest. With these idiots, he killed 2 people and wounded 2 people and wounded others in the Black Lives Matter protests. So even though the state of Wisconsin, even though they have an open carry state without a license, this young terrorist didn't have a right to kill these folks. He doesn't. Let me finish this article, y'all. It says, no doubt they are currently planning on the next part of the city to burn tonight. In a statement to the website, Facebook confirmed it had deleted the group for violating its policy, but it had not found any evidence linking Rittenhouse to the group or event. Yeah, okay. At this time, we had not found evidence on Facebook that suggests the shooter followed the Kenosha Guard page or that he was invited on the event page they organized, the company said. However, the Kenosha Guard page and their event page violated our new policy addressing militia organizations and have been removed on that basis. A member of the group also told The Verge it was unaware if the shooter was answering the Kenosha Guard militia call to arms. Okay, I didn't understand that because they did had an event, but now it's later removed that this is going to happen. But anyway, let me finish this, y'all. Just like with the shooting of Jacob Blake, we need all the facts and evidence to hit. See, there you go with all the facts. But yet it's already on notice. It's already on Facebook. They already removed the event. So why they say we need to? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I said that we needed all the facts and evidence to come out before we make a judgment. God bless and stay safe, Kenosha, the statement says. Beth, however, said the sheriff's department would never deputize armed civilians, saying, oh, hell no, but yet you allowing this young man to carry a rifle around like he was a cop. And he killed 2 people. He wounded others. And yet then your officers, he put his hands up and with the armored vehicles, they allowed him to drive away like nothing's happened. Okay, and you allow him to leave the state. I blame you guys about that too. It says, what a scary, scary thought that would be in my world. During a video interview, Rittenhouse invited the reporter to join him as he searched for people in need of medical assistance, only to be called out by members of the crowd who accused him of threatening protesters at gunpoint. As Rittenhouse approached the group to offer medical help, one man tells him, I remember you. You were telling us to get off the car, making gun gestures. Now you talking about medical? Rittenhouse, who appears stunned by the confrontation, quickly walks away from the man, ignoring his comments, and continues to search for people in need of care down the street. The teenager's arrest came hours after video footage emerged showing him walking up to police with his hands in the air and his semi-automatic rifle slung across his body just moments after the shooting. He was apparently allowed to walk by despite members of the crowd yelling for him to be arrested because he had shot people, according to witness accounts and video footage. The police later said, hold up, this is what the police said now. And I want you guys to listen to this. The police later said they hadn't arrested him immediately during the chaos of the scene. And I wonder why. He shot 2 people. He killed 2 people. He wounded other people in the protest. Why haven't you arrested him? Footage from earlier in the night appeared to show Rittenhouse guarding a local car shop with a group of armed militia members. Another video showed police thanking, here we go. Another video showed police thanking an armed group of which the teenagers appear to be part of and offering them water. Can you believe this shit, y'all? Can you believe this shit? So, the police officer thanking these terrorists who's supposed to be, guarded these businesses and offering them water. What does this situation remind you of? Dylan Roof, right? Remember Dylan Roof when he in South Carolina when he shot 8 black church worshipers? And then when he was finally in custody, they took this terrorist to a Burger King for food because he was hungry. See, this is why I'm telling you guys. And then yet y'all trolls want to dislike my videos, 7 dislikes and 2 likes, and I shouldn't even delete that video. I should have let y'all see it. But it goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, that they always protect their own. I'm talking about, police officers protecting white supremacists. They always protect their own. They offer this terrorist water for protecting their businesses. It's really funny, y'all. It's really funny. But I'm gonna finish this though. The shooting prompted Facebook to launch its own investigation on Wednesday into a group called Kenosha Guard containing 3,000. I think I already read that part. Yeah, I read that part. So yeah, I read that part, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this article right here because some of the things that Daily Mail did, they already do the article with. So, ladies and gentlemen, but they said that quote, and but I will read this part right here. It says police. Well, I'm gonna say at the end, everybody involved was out after curfew. I'm not going to make a great deal of it. This is what the police chief said, y'all. Kenosha Police Chief Dan Miniski later appeared to blame protesters. Blaming protesters, but you got armed white supremacists shot 2 people, and you blaming protesters for this. So he talking about everybody involved was out after the curfew. I'm not going to make a great deal of it. But the point is that the curfew is in place to protect, he says. So, this person, and I told you before, Anthony Huber, did I tell you guys, and I'm telling you guys right here, this is the picture of Anthony Huber, right? I want you guys to see him. He's the protester that was shot and killed. This is the same guy that got shot in the back of his head. And 2 victims were white, by the way. So all you guys said, what about Chicago? What about black-on-black violence? If I recall, the same terrorist shot 2 white protesters. So what do you want to call that? White-on-white violence? So, and this, okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this part right here. It says, under Wisconsin law, anyone 17 and older is treated as an adult in the criminal justice system. Cell phone video showed the ordeal unfolded after a man was shot in the head outside a nearby auto garage. The video showed the armed man running away in the moments after the gunshots rang out, and he could be heard saying, "I just killed somebody." Onlookers were filmed desperately trying to put pressure on the injured man's head wound with a t-shirt as they yelled, "We got to keep him alive and put pressure, put pressure." It is not yet clear what happened in the lead up to the initial shooting, but police fear it may have stemmed from a conflict at a gas station between self-styled militias defending local businesses from looters. Separate videos that captured the other two shootings show a group of protesters tailing the gunman as he ran down the middle of the street. Someone in the crowd can be heard asking what did he do, and another responds that the man had shot someone. The video showed the gunman stumble and falling. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you the picture. I ain't gonna play the video, but I'm gonna show you the picture of it. This video showed the gunman stumbling and falling in the street before one pursuer took a flying kick at him, while another appeared to strike him with a skateboard. The gunman fired 3 of 4 shots from seated position, hitting at least 2, including one who fell over clutching his chest, and another who stumbled away, putting pressure on his arm, according to the videos. As crowds scattered, the shooter stood up and continued walking down the street as police cars arrived. Now, I guess they were saying, ladies and gentlemen, that he did that in self-defense. I guess they try to do it in other words. He said he shoot the people in self-defense after he kicked them, but yet the thing of it is that he started shooting, and I guess they tried to chase him down, and that's when he started shooting at them, killing 2 people. So, wow. The man who still had his gun slung around him put his hands up, walked towards the squad car as someone yelled at police that the man just shot someone. And listen to this. Several police cars drove past him toward the people who had been shot. Now, if a person, it doesn't matter who you are, and I don't even care if Wisconsin is an open carry state without a license. Why would you? He just shot somebody, drove past him. I mean, these are police armored vehicles, y'all. They drove past this terrorist. I'm sorry, I'm calling him a terrorist. And they not doing anything. They're not arresting him in anything. So it continues to say, and then I'm going to end this article right here. It says, police say they fear that the shooting stemmed from a conflict between self-styled militia defending local business from looters and ongoing unrest over the shooting of Jacob Blake. Blake remains in hospital after being shot multiple times by a white Kenosha officer on Sunday, prompting a wave of protests that continue despite a curfew. Several civilians were carrying weapons during the protest on Tuesday night, and the gunman was believed to have been guarding a local car shop at some point prior to the shootings, according to videos posted online. The so-called militias have weapons slung around their shoulders or at the ready while standing guard outside a business to protect them from looters or arsonists. The sheriff told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel that armed vigilantes had been patrolling Kenosha streets in recent nights, but he did not know if the gunman was among them. And I'm gonna end this article right here because this article is so long, but I'm gonna end it right here. So now you know. So now you know why, ladies and gentlemen, that this article is extremely important. And again, I like to take the Daily Mail for this, because one thing I like about the Daily Mail, y'all, is that they preach the truth of what's up. Now, this terrorist right here, 2 mistakes that the police has made in this situation. Now I know the state of Wisconsin has an open carry state without a license. Anybody can carry a gun. Of course, any black person can carry a gun, but they already know what's up. If they do that, they either be shot dead or go to jail. Let's just keep it real. It's for white people. Let's continue. See, you see this? This is the same terrorist. He went to a Trump rally, which means he pro-Trump, and he basically is doing things to hurt others. And he's supposed to protect the businesses from looting and riots and stuff. But yet he killed 2 people. 2 white people, by the way. So y'all can't say, oh, this is the Black Lives Matter protest. They're rioting, they're looting. And guess what? With the George Floyd incident, when riots broke out, or with the situation in Atlanta, guess who starts the fires? Guess who's looting? Who's looting in both in Minneapolis and in Atlanta? Ain't no black folks. It's white folks. Same thing with the situation in Nashville, Tennessee, when they try to burn down like a courthouse over there. Guess who burned it down? Ain't no black folks didn't burn it down. It's white people that burn it down. So people just need to be careful. And then people that dislike my videos previously, y'all can get mad all you want to. But at the end of the day, this doesn't lie. I told you it was a white guy. I have no idea that he was 17. So, and yet he's supposed to protect the businesses. These white vigilantes want to protect businesses, but yet he shot and killed 2 people and injured others. You guys think about that. This is the same person that a patriot and a respective American shot 2 white Black Lives Matter protesters. And yes, they're white, 2 white, and one of them you saw that I posted earlier. You saw one of them, they was shot in the head. He was dead. So I don't want to hear none of you guys talking about what about Chicago, what about black on black violence. I don't want to hear none of that anymore because y'all got silent. We've been hearing crickets when it comes to this situation right here. So y'all let me know what you think about this. Like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this Lions Den signing off. Deuces.